Welcome back to the channel. This one is going to be a little bit different. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update about what my plans are for 2025. I'm looking to go pretty heavy on eBay. So what I'm looking to do is actually increase my store. So I'm currently at 1,500 items in the store, and I'm looking to probably double that up to around about the 3,000. Now, one thing that is potentially letting me down on that one, which is going to be my storage. So hence, what I'm looking to do is actually to potentially build a log cabin come storage area in my garden. So I want to start getting some costings. I want to start looking at some numbers and some sizes. So I thought I'd actually take this opportunity to come and have a look at some sheds, log cabins, garden rooms, whatever you want to call it. So I've come to a local garden centre. They've actually got a display of these garden buildings. So we're going to have a look. Still geared up for Christmas. It's now the 29th of December. So it looks like they're definitely starting to clear Christmas stuff. Putting in hiking gear now. Right, so here we are. Let's start having a look around. So looking around at some of these buildings, the first one I've just come into, which is, this is a 5.5 metre by 4 metre. So 45mm thick walls, double glazed, and this one is coming in at starting price of £13,600. So I also have to look at the height of things. This is a pent roof. So I'm looking to actually put my racking into here. So this will probably be able to fit my racking in, but I'm not going to be able to get my top shelf in there. So I need to potentially go on this side if I'm going to be doing something like this. So if I'm looking to actually do 3,000 items in my store, this one is definitely not going to be big enough. Right, let's go and have a look at some other ones. I can spot another one which does look to be quite a bit bigger. So let's go and have a look at that one. So this is the one that definitely looks more, so it's called the Homestead, this one. Let's have a look inside here. Right, so yeah, instantly this feels a lot better. It's got more head height on there as well. Right, so what size is this? So this is 7 metres by 4 metres. And they've got this one at £17,500. Right, so yeah, this has definitely got more potential. So this may be a case of actually having one of these type of roofs. I'm going to need to get all this insulated as well. So I want to get all the roof insulated, get the walls insulated, floor, get it all completely done really nicely, because I want this to be a proper office, so I can actually work from it as well, not just for storing items. So what I'm trying to decide as well is actually whether I go for just one building and actually get a separate shed with it, or do I go to a really big one of this and actually have a shed part of it incorporated into it. I think I can potentially go up to about 9 metres in length, so it should be a really good size, and I think potentially this is having possibly a double garage, maybe a double garage in a bit, so that would be a good amount of storage, plus it should be a good amount of area to actually have a photo setup, a packing setup, and my computer all set up as well. So if anyone has got experience of doing this, please do feel free to like get in contact with me, because I'd love like kind of some advice on what the best option is going to be. I know there are kind of I need to be careful when it comes to things like planning permission. So I want to keep it under the 30 meters internal like space, and I want to keep it under the 2.5 meters. So I shouldn't need to like go planning permission. So this is what I was saying, that if I go down the route of actually having a shed that's actually attached to it as well, because I still need to like store things like my lawnmowers and push bikes and other bits and pieces, so I do need a store. So this one here has actually got a shed kind of built in. It's not massive, but potentially something like this could work, but I still need it to like be big enough to actually fit, because this wouldn't be big enough. What size is this one? This is 5 meters by 3 meters. As you see, just there. So yeah, this would probably be just about enough. Maybe a couple of thousand items, but I'm not going to be able to do any work in here at all. So it does look like this one potentially is going to be like the better option. So yeah, 7 meters by 4 meters. I think I was looking potentially I can do a 9 meter by 3.5 meter. But yeah, I could even potentially put it into a couple of rooms if I wanted to, but I don't think I'd need to actually. Yeah, good height on this one. I think seeing this has actually made me realise that I don't particularly want a pent roof, so I don't want a flat roof unless I can actually work it out that I actually can get the height internally, because at the moment this seems perfect, the other ones don't. So just coming back into this one again, so this is actually the flat roof, as you can see, compromising quite a lot of space actually. So I'm not quite 6 foot, but as you can see, like I'm pretty close to the beam on here, which is not particularly ideal. But I presume the height at the other side, just here, that's going to be like the correct, so the 2.5 meters at the height, but because you need like that slope for the water to drain off. Interesting. I'm just wondering if anyone else has actually done this and actually insulated it themselves. So in other words, what I'd like to do is actually like all the walls physically put into it like some of this kind of like insulation, and then like maybe like plasterboard on top of it, and potentially like plaster it all out as well. I know that's going to be extra cost, but it may be worth doing that in the long run. Right, so now I'm back home. Just thought I'd actually quickly show you the space that I'm looking to potentially put this log cabin in. So as you can see, I am very lucky that I've got a good amount of like space at the back of my garden. So I've just like measured it. So we've got 11 meters. So if I actually put in a 9 meter log cabin, so that'd give like a meter either side potentially, so I can get around it and keep it like regularly, like kind of painted every few years or something like that. But kind of the crux of like why I need to do this, probably one of the most desperate things, is actually to do with my my current shed, which is like definitely leaning, and it's actually got a big hole in it as well. So this is like kind of like we're at desperation point now. So yeah, I think during lockdown, I actually built this barbecue area, which suited its purpose for a while, but not ideal. And I also like kind of built an extension to my other shed. It actually doesn't have a lot in it nowadays, so and it's definitely like seen better days as well. So all in all, as you can see, like it's got potential, but I've got a good sized garden, so the dog has got plenty of space. But I think this up here, if I can save on costs by not having to go down the route of actually getting a warehouse, I think this will kind of like be absolutely ideal. So yeah, that's my plan. So if you do know anyone who can like potentially help me on this side of it, if anyone wants to get involved, any collaborations or anything like that, I'll be more than happy to look into that as well. So I'm going to leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next one.